Gemini, what is up? Can you guys believe it is May already? Like, we're talking May. What happened? Like, this year is almost halfway over. How does that happen, Gemini? Yeah, like I'm asking you. Thanks for stopping by and checking it out. And for all of you that have hit the thumbs down and the thumbs up, subscribed and checked out these videos, I want to express thank yous. All the comments have been so amazing. I just want to let you guys know I'm kind of reaching a point where the comments where it's like I can't really write back to all of them anymore due to like time constraints. But know that I read them all, and I'm going to give them all a little thumbs up just so you guys know that, yeah, I do. I check them out, and they do mean so much to me. So this is going to be your mid-May general reading for Gemini and anyone that's under the influence of Gemini. This could be somebody you care about. If you're cross-watching, this could be your sun or your moon or your rising sign. So anyways, thanks for stopping in and checking this out. If you're new here, we like to ask Tarot for any hidden messages, any healing energies, any stuck energies that wish to be revealed at this time through tarot, okay? And that's what we use it for. I want to wish you all the best of abundance, joy, bliss, and happiness. It's my favorite part of the reading. I just got into these, and can you guys believe it? I forgot to do my well-wishing for Taurus. And then the Taurus video was the first one I did, and it took... It's like over half hour long. I think the Mercury retrograde has ended, and I just feel like I have so much to get off my chest through these readings. Hopefully, like, I don't get too long-winded. Leave it in the comment section if you feel like I am. Okay, overall intention, overall energy in this reading, we've got Page of Swords, all right? Now, I do read reversals, but with the energy at the bottom of the deck, I always bring this upright, okay? Because the deck is very fluid. The deck stays fluid, and sometimes when I flip it over, I flip it around. So I always take this one as straight up. Now, Page of Swords. Let's externalize this card first in our overall environment. Some of you may be here. You may be in a situation where you're caught up where somebody's actually kind of getting under your skin a little bit. You could be dealing with it, some immature energy. Maybe you are working with somebody that is just acts a fool or just doesn't know social cues of when to like shut the hell up kind of thing. Or maybe you confided in somebody a secret or something about yourself that you like felt that you trusted this person sort of maybe too quickly, and then they went and blabbed it to somebody else, and now everybody knows what it is that you had like let on to somebody else. Page of Swords just has a real energy of like not having been through the lessons of life. And we all know that person, right? Gemini, we all know that person that is like, they need to be told something. Somebody actually like you got I'm going to use some very mundane examples, but there's that guy at the office, right? He's got the worst halitosis, and he's always like, hi, hello, and like somebody eventually has to like come and be like, Fred, your breath is friggin' horrible, right? Or maybe it's like Susie over in accounting. Maybe she's just not like showering as much as she should. And sorry if your name is Susie or Fred. I just throw these examples, but it's like that example of somebody that actually needs to be told that what they're doing is not acceptable on a social level, right? Okay, because it's Swords, I'm not saying like this is you, Gemini. Swords is definitely air signs, which Gemini falls in the... But you could be dealing with somebody like this. Or there could be a situation where somebody, I'll be quite frank, all right, may be coming to you and say like, listen, like when I tell you something in confidence, dang it, I need you to keep it in confidence. Or somebody may be coming around the bend telling you like they don't appreciate the way you've been acting or something that you've said, all right? So this could be you, this could be another person. We can look at it two ways. But Page of Swords, somewhere along the line, somebody is learning a life lesson to learn how to grow and become a more likable person, okay? We've got to say that when we see Page of Swords up in the overall. If we want to internalize it, this could be just some confusion going on. This could just be something that you need to understand or you are questing to understand. You might find yourself, if you are a younger viewer checking this out, that you are quite inquisitive of some older people in your work environments or in your family life or living. You may just want to directly ask them, like, Have you ever been through this? Like, have you ever had to deal with something like this? And that kind of thing. Just sort of some inquisitive or some communicative energy out there to help you understand something. Okay, with Page of Swords. All right. It's very kind of flighty type energy as well. On a mundane level, some of you may find that like people are like making plans and they're flaking out, and then they're like breaking off, certain commitments because somebody else that they wanted to do more has come along, and now they like might have left you high and dry, right? That kind of thing. Okay, Page of Swords, overall energy. Let's see what's going on with that. That's kind of a tricky one up in overall energy. And we've got the World reversed up in the grounding energy. So the World is a good thing to ground to, for sure. And it's a subtle reversal because the World, like the moon, like the sun, it's very round. So we just see the subtle difference in the reversal here. Some of you may be needing to get in touch with spirit guides, with higher self, and with your angels a little bit more. And that's kind of counterintuitive to grounding. But sometimes if we're faced with mental dilemmas, mental struggle, decisions and problems and things of that nature, sometimes what we really need to do is really just take a deep breath and plant your feet firmly into the earth, into the world, the ground itself, and say, well, I'm important. I'm a physical being. I'm beautiful no matter what anybody says or whatever I'm caught up in, whether it's jealousy or envy or, just, not being in alignment with other people's plans and things of that nature. The world is saying, like, you be you and let everything around you be what is around you, and you engage with it on the level that you see fit, that you want to. So if you're feeling that this flighty energy around you has kind of got you up in a whirlwind, it's got you like maybe rushing around or trying to keep commitments and schedules, but you're just like having to run to make that happen, Gemini, maybe what needs to happen is you may need to like do some canceling, call some timeouts. You may be needing to just like, if you're in a family, like take the family, don't worry about the extended family or, soccer practice or what, and just like load them all up in the van and take them out somewhere beautiful into nature and just really get in touch and have some fun, have some laughter and have some smiles. If you're single, if you're kind of like, facing the world on your own at present time, this is an indication where we need to shut off some stimulation. We may need to turn the tech off. We may need to get away from the sounds of the traffic. We may need to get ourselves away from like the beep bo beep of the whatever's going on of the Starbucks espresso. We may just need to take a couple bottles of water, hop in the car, go and sit by a beautiful waterfall or like a trailhead somewhere, and just really breathe in some deep fresh air, some good prana, and set our intention to release whatever it is that's got us all caught up. We just release it, okay, back into the world. So Gemini, I'm not going to be, you're one of the signs that sometimes needs to remember to ground, right? A lot of times. So like emotions and thought processes don't get too far ahead of themselves. So this might be one of those months where you're feeling that energy coming in again, where you're like, oh my goodness, I just need to be firm in my own power. I need to do things my way. And I just need to like take this time for myself. Okay. Right. One chakra up, we've got Three of Wands energy. The Three of Wands energy reversed is interesting to have here. So what we're seeing here is that these processes may be getting a little bit further ahead than you're ready to at present time. There may be something where you feel like you cannot get back to what it is that you really want to be doing because you have committed your time and yourself to another endeavor that might involve other people, that might involve teamwork. And now you're feeling like time situation, like almost for some of you, the feeling I want to say is like the window is closing on an opportunity of some sort, potentially, or that you're feeling blocked in, or you're feeling like kind of turned about. Some of you may be involved with lovers that have now sort of like gone away, or they may not no longer be in touch, and you may be kind of wondering like what was that all about, or you may be feeling a little bit frustrated as to like why did this person not tell me their intentions, not talk to me Gemini, some of you, the feeling I have is that you might have been lied to around something, that now you're coming to an understanding of the truth, even though this isn't swords. This is wands, but this wands reversal card is just meaning that like something has got you guys a little bit upset, and it's got you a little bit like emotional. Some of you might even be in a situation where, I'm gonna say it, like I get the feeling of like, I'm not a woman obviously, but like I don't know what morning sickness feels like. But I do have a little bit of nausea going on in my in my tummy area. So this could be a situation where some of you might need to like do a pregnancy test, and some of you may just need to be check in with, are you eating too emotionally? Are you eating out of convenience? Are we getting away from health routines? Things of that nature. All right. To see this as well, there almost the feeling is that some of you are really needing to connect with some sort of like spiritual guidance at this time. This energy, I don't know, I can't pin it down for what it is, but it's like, it's flighty, it's escapey, it's like almost like I'm wanting to run away, but I can't type energy, and it's almost like making you sick to your stomach to have to like face something over and over again. So I'm not liking it so far, Gemini, I won't hide that. Let's just ask for a quick clarifier as to why that's up, and creatively, right? Like that's why I sense the morning sickness is because of the position of the card in the spread, right? For some of you, that's going to be true, but for others of you, it may just be feeling like something. Okay, we've got the Sun card up here in terms of creativity. Yeah, this goes back to thinking like some of you may have dedicated or committed yourself to somebody, and now you're looking for a way out of it. Now you're not really feeling fulfilled. Or you are at a situation where that fulfillment hasn't come yet, and you're evaluating how long do you give it before you decide to like cut and run, or to like, what do they call that? Hedge your bet, or chase your losses kind of thing, gather everything up and go a different direction. So with this Sun card here being here, if that's the case, it's going to be up to each one of you individually to decide when you've had enough, or when a situation is just not going your way or requiring too much of you. Oh my goodness, too subtle, right? We got half the deck falling out. That's just my fat fingers. Don't mind me. I'm looking for, one of them wanted to come. Two of them wanted to come. Okay, Eight of Cups, Knight of Wands, walking away. When we get into this Gilded Tarot, these cards really hit me on the mundane level, which is why I use them to apply into like what are the applicable situations to life. With Eight of Cups, Knight of Wands, some of you are simply not satisfied with a fire sign lover, a Sagittarius, or an Aries, right, or a Leo that you may have committed to, and now you're like, oh my goodness, that might have been the worst mistake I ever made. Or there could be some conflict. This night might have been like, boop, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and then like rode along, right? It was just like, might have used you, and now you're like, F-bomb, how did I let that happen to me? You might just be feeling sick to yourself, but forgive yourself if that's the case. And if it's the other way around, you are going to have to decide when it's time to cut and run, right? And hopefully you can talk about this. This person can be difficult to talk to when we have a Knight of Wands, and maybe that's what's got you feeling stuck, is you're like, nothing you can say is going to change his or her or them's or their mind about it. Like maybe they've fallen completely head over heels with you, but you know that it's somewhat superficial, that they're just that way. They're just a person to like drop L-bombs all willy-nilly, right? Or it's like you're looking for more. So the Knight of Wands, that's the feeling I got there. That could be a message for maybe a very few of you, that when we asked to look for healing energies, that's what's come up. Hidden messages. Okay, let's move on. We've got the Fool card now in solar plexus. All right, so when we talk about moving on, when we talk about this, like kind of this really up in the air, this flighty energy, I feel like you guys are like a frisbee right now. Like somebody has tossed you, and now you're just kind of like floating up there, and like somebody else is chasing after you. Like, well, like which direction are they gonna go? Like what's gonna happen here? Is it really caught up in the wind? Like this is the true like air behind your sign going on here. Like nothing is stationary, nothing is stagnant, but it's almost like maybe this is just tough for me for a reader. I don't have a lot of air in my charts, but the feeling is like you guys are just kind of like really floating on the breeze right now, like caught up in maybe some spring energy. Maybe some of you are sowing your wild oats, so to speak. And with the Fool energy here, this is kind of like, this card is saying don't worry. This card is saying, yeah, you may have made a mistake. You may have entered a situation which is like, now you're like kind of regretting it, or you may be realizing like it wasn't the smartest thing to do. But the Fool is not trapped, all right? They always see the danger of him walking off the cliff's edge, and then he's like, oh, he's dead, or it's forever fated, right? But the Fool can turn on a dime, especially in this deck. And a lot of decks, you can see where the Fool has his 1 foot, like, firmly planted, and like in basketball, that's your pivot foot. You could turn anywhere 360 degrees and go a different direction at any time of your choosing, and that's what I like about the Fool energy. The Fool can take 2 steps north, decide, nah, F it, I want to go southeast, and turn around and take 2 steps in the almost opposite direction, and that's fine. There's nothing anybody can do about that. You do what serves you best, and if other people don't like it, they can shut up about it, or they can just like, you can tell them to get bent for a little while, and if they're important to you and they're not liking it, maybe you just need to say like, I'm doing this for me. I really need to take this time or to take this energy for me right now, and I need to get things back on track. And if there are other people in this situation that are affected by it, well, gall darn it, it's kind of like everyone's going to have to suck it up, right? Whatever has happened, right? It's almost kind of like the chips have already fallen where they may, right? And now everyone's kind of standing around like, what do we do? And Gemini is kind of be like, well, I'm going to pick up a few of these and I'm going to walk away, right? That's just the feeling I have with that, with the Fool energy. It's a major arcana, right? So it's like, in the solar plexus, it's like, are you guys truly like listening to your body when you're like entering into these decisions? Are you too easily coaxed or tempted a lot of times, Gemini, this month? Or are you just kind of like willy-nilly like going with the flow in hopes that something amazing is going to happen? And then, well, what happens is like, oh, you're towing your girlfriend's car out of impound because you maybe got drunk and left the car downtown, and there's another $200 bill, or does it come back to this situation with lovers? Are we so eager to be in a fulfilling relationship, we're just taking what comes along, right? And then we're like, oh my God, and I did it again, right? Britney Spears, oops, there it happened again, right? That kind of energy with Fool up, right? Okay. Oh yeah, look at this. We got the little fox. So this is a slyness, right? Be careful. Be careful at the end of this month, Gemini. Somebody might be looking in on you. Somebody might not have your best interest in mind. Somebody might really be thinking that they could use you, but you're wise to it. And you may just have the potential to alert other people of somebody else's like kind of what's the word? I'm like meddling, and not like meddling in the Olympics, but like meddling in other people's affairs. Like not like they don't have your best interest at heart, and that this is like womanizer type energy, or this could be like it doesn't have to be a woman, or this could be like someone so obsessed with somebody else that they got their friends looking in on them kind of thing and reporting back, like very like junior high-ish, like very immature type energy, okay? If this is you, Gemini, stop it. If this is happening to you, be very, very careful, okay? That's what's going on. Fox, thanks, Foxy. He's a cute fox. I mean, sometimes a cute fox has got the worst bite, right? However cute they are, they still get a little vicious, right? Don't want to tangle with them. Okay. Up in heart of... Oh, God, what's going on with this reading, you guys? Now we got the dirty dirt. We got number 15, the devil, up in the heart of hearts. And I do not like to see this card here. What happened? What went on with you guys that is causing this level of bondage, this level of not being able to move forward? This is like sex, lies, deceit now. We've got it all up here. We've got situations where people are being like ridiculed even behind their back, and this is like energy that is not promoting good karma. this is energy. And I don't, if I sound negative, that's because these cards have come up negative. And you can dislike this reading all you want. Tell me I'm a negative reader. But if the cards are negative, I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you what the negative message is. And what we have, number 15, the devil straight up, which means somebody is in their heart bound to something that is not letting them go. Okay, Gemini. Now, time for Norrin to get compassionate here. Are you in a relationship where you are being abused emotionally, or verbally, or physically? Okay, it is time to seek help. When the devil arrives in the heart of hearts, it is time for us to go into the community, to swallow our pride, and to go and get help with something. If you are in an abusive relationship, are you in a situation that is involved in hurting other people? This can speak to things like con schemes, or like call them Ponzi. I almost call them pansy schemes. Ponzi schemes where you're like down on a street corner ripping people off, right? Is this somebody out there like, did you get, conned into like getting a personal reading, and then you gave, $300 to so-and-so, and all they gave you was a bunch more questions, right? And maybe you're addicted to tarot, right? And maybe it's got your heart all out of whack because you're receiving all these different messages and stuff like that. My heart goes out to you, okay? Whatever this situation is, let's get some help, all right? Now, this here, like this, you don't see this very often. It just doesn't come up unless we have a situation here where it's like somebody is being used based on their ignorance. They're not being mature enough to a situation, right? It's almost like where like a child is like manipulated into like going to pickpockets, and then they bring back all the money to the main criminal, and the main criminal only gives them a dime, and the little kid turned over like $400, something like that, okay? Be very careful, Gemini, with whatever this is. If you are needing to wake up to realize that somebody is just not treating you well, that somebody is using you, somebody is just like almost like saying, well, if you leave me, like even blackmailing, like this, like I'm gonna, like extortion and blackmail come into play here. This sounds like a Hollywood type thing, but you just don't see these cards like this up together like this. So, like, if you gotta cut and run, cut and drive far, far away, right? If you're worried about somebody coming after you, okay? If you need to go and get help from the authorities, I do see police involvement with this particular setup and alignment here, then go ahead and do so. If you're being told that you're not a good person or that you'll never succeed outside of somebody else's influence or friendship, tell that person to get fucked. Tell that person to absolutely get out of your life and go and seek out, somebody that you can trust in to just get away from it all, okay? Because F that person. Whoever's got you feeling like this, if it's yourself, right, there needs to be some hard level of correction to come in, because it is energy that's being bound and then depleted, right? So it's like, somebody traps you and then they take from you, right? And I'm sorry, like that, like everyone sugarcoats the shit out of this card, but it's not a nice energy. It really is not a nice energy. Let's get back into these Gilded Tarots. Yeah, Mercury retrograde's over. These videos are going to be half hour long. They're going to take a million years to upgrade. Hopefully they're all up by mid-month, but I don't care. I love talking to you guys. I love getting to the bottom of these situations, find out what's going on. If this doesn't apply to you, I hope you turned the video off a long time ago, because like I said, sometimes my general readings, they come in so heavy that they're just for the people that it was meant for, okay? 3 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, okay. Interesting to see this. Means that for some of you, this wasn't as heavy as I was making it out to be. But at the same time, for some of you, it is. We got little Mousy here. And little Mousy's got a smile on his face, means he's up to no good. So this could be something as simply somebody saying, you can't leave the nest. You can't go anywhere. You'll never succeed on your own. You have to stay with the family. It's the only way you'll ever be successful or have anything in your life is if you stay here and do what we tell you. That's Ten of Pentacles, basically. And you're kind of wising up to that situation, if this is you, right? That's being affected by this. And for some of you, this is going to be Three of Cups energy. This is definitely going to go back to this Page of Swords, where it's like you're caught up in these rumors and this like shit talk that's going on behind people's back, and like almost like, what do they call that? Defamation of character type thing, where it's like, you know, maybe you have somebody that you work with that like doesn't like you or is in competition with you, and then they run and they tell your supervisors that, you know, you went out and you did this on the weekend, or maybe like you went and you did that, and like you never give this person any consideration because they're just a horrible person, and really you may not have done any of that, right? So be careful to induce, if this is you, Gemini, be careful to induce any bad karma for yourself. And if this is being done to you, let's go out and seek help in trusted friends, and maybe you might have to get in touch, swallow your pride, go back, talk to your family so that you can get out of a bad situation, okay? I'm going to leave it at that. That's tough, okay? Let's hope that these upper chakras have a lot more better things to say. And at night, guys, let's just say a little prayer for ourselves and the people that are in harm's way, okay? That's important to say there with world energy, okay? Seven of Swords reversed. Okay, so somebody was caught red-handed, and somebody is now waking up to a situation where they realize that somebody was using them. Somebody was up to no good, right? Somebody was even stealing from them, right? There could have been a situation. I don't know. I saw theft in this card, and now I see it again here in this Seven of Swords reversed. In communication. So if you have, I'm going to sound like Crime Stoppers here, like Smokey the Bear or whatever he's called. If you have information that could lead to the end of somebody getting hurt or the return of somebody's property, you should probably go out and tell somebody about it before you become guilty of association. If things come to a head with the law and with accusations, somebody out there has the potential to be seen as an accessory unless they come forward first, unless they're spilling their guts first, unless they're talking about it, okay? And it might be kind of a big energy shift to do so, but it's almost like this card is saying you've got to come clean through the spoken word, through telling somebody, right? Or through, maybe if you have like a chance to like get away, or if this blackmail situation that I saw earlier came up, if you're the one that is kind of like intermediary, if you're the third party here and you know this is happening to somebody, and you have a chance to get them out of for karmic sake, if that's why you're here, then we've got to get it out. For a lot of you, if this is a bunch of millennials watching this and being in touch with this, and maybe you're just making some really bad life choices, and you're thinking, well, maybe I'm not very educated, so I'm just going to, start, doing these things that are against the law, then, you like go for it, right? Like this energy, these readings are here to help people. You'll learn your lessons eventually. Like we said, Page of Swords is someone that needs to learn a lesson. So somebody here is waking the hell up and like getting out of a bad situation, gonna hit the reset button, go back to family, maybe start from zero, take this fool and like start from zero. That's perfect. And that's what your gut instinct is telling you to do. The lower Tao is very important to listen when we have a higher major arcana energy here. It's like, yeah, don't be afraid to like give up whatever progression you think you have made in these kind of shady and dicey and sketchy willy-nilly situations. Go back to zero, come clean, start legit, live a clean life, that kind of thing. Because people will be around you to help you with that as long as you talk to them about it. Okay. Now, Page of Pentacles straight up here in the third eye and pineal gland. Okay, so maybe some of you have nice cushy things and you're feeling very comfortable and secure with where you're at, but maybe you've come about these things in not such a noble or an honorable way. And for some Geminis here with this Page of Pentacles, maybe you're feeling like if you leave a situation or if somebody has you bound, that you're at risk of losing whatever understanding you have about life, because maybe this person, could have been entrusted with your guardianship, but they fed you just a whole bunch of horse shit and bullshit and lies. and but you're still afraid to leave because you're holding on to this pinnacle, which is your time, your clothes, your the roof over your head type thing, right? You're holding on to that because you're maybe feeling like that's all I've ever known, or this is all I can fathom right now. It's like, what I would like to see is when you're going to bed with these tough decisions and this trapped energy is around you at nighttime, try and fall away, whatever it is. If it's like, the warmth of your house, or if it's that person's embrace, or more of that person giving you pillow talk, saying like, you'll never be anything without me, or that kind of stuff. Try and fall away from it on a material level. You can just kind of be there in body, but allow your mind, allow your spirit to rise above it. Allow your mind and allow your spirit to see the situation for what it truly is, and not just for whatever you're tricked into thinking that it is, okay? Page of Pentacles to me is a little bit, they're easily tricked. They're easily tricked into situations where like great reward is promised, but you gotta do something for me, right? That kind of thing. And some of you, for the younger viewers, this could be an earth sign that's involved here. This could be a Capricorn or a Taurus or a Virgo that's involved in doing this with you. So Gemini, I wish I had better news for you. But no, spiritually, on the soul-searching level, you can get all of this back. If you need to walk away from a situation, go get help. There will be people, you will be able to start anew. You will be able to get the help you need to go out and do the things that eventually you wanted to do to make your life happy and complete, okay? Page of Pentacles brings a message of fulfillment, all right? Whatever that means to you, whatever you've got there, don't be afraid to follow your spirit out of a situation that has got your body and your mind and your heart feeling bad, because the spirit is the guide here in this situation. And it comes back, even though this is a pentacle, which is earthly matters, it's like you have to be able to see yourself in all that you do. And if you're not happy, then you're not happy, right? Page of Pentacles is kind of always longing for more. And if you're stuck, then you can't long for more. Oh my God. Now we have High Priestess up in Crown Energy. So this in the reading right now means is that whatever is going on here, the cards are about to fall. The truth is about to come to light, and everybody's about to get proverbially or literally busted, okay? Or something's going to get blown wide open. This could be, some of you might be just checking in to like find out about a missing loved one, or almost like, waiting for an accused to be convicted or something of this nature. I feel like this is kind of really dominating this reading. And now the High Priestess is saying whatever messages were hidden are about to come to light. Whatever you don't know, or whatever somebody thinks they're getting away with, or their lies have held power over somebody else, that is about to stop. The High Priestess will put an end to it. There will be no mystery surrounding things that were mysterious before. Or you will gain an understanding of something that you had not previously witnessed or been acutely aware of before, because you will now have looked. You will now have heard or peeked into a situation which has given you the full understanding of, that's the way it is, right? That is simply the way it is. Okay. Let's just look at Enchanted Map here. A tough reading for me, Gemini. I got trouble in my tummy. I got trouble in my back from this reading, which means like solar plexus and the heart chakra, the core of our being has been shaken by something. And it just could be like sticks and stones type stuff. Like people could be like just be really nasty in the office place for some of you. For others of you, it does go deep into like, you like abusive type situations, right? And then for some of you, even still, this could be really feeling on an internal level of like, are we being honest with ourselves? Are we trying to like be in a better place of health because maybe the people around us are like, you're kind of seeing, well, smoking's taboo. I'm really out of shape, and I really am envious of the people around me that have picked their socks up and moved on from a party scene, and they're really taking accountability and responsibility for your own life, right? There could be a lot of things that these cards could speak to, but whichever way, it's like it's coming pretty heavy, right? All right, Enchanted Map. We're on the clock here. We are okay. We got the one up in the fingers. Come together. All right, card number 8. These giraffes are having a little kiss, and then there's something in the crown over top of them that is here. So let's see what this card has to say. All right. Seems counterintuitive to the stuff that was coming out, but when we have this card in the heart area, we have to get to the bottom of it. Okay. Number 8, come together, and I quote, "Love needs to be shared," end quote. Love needs to be expressed. Drawing the come together card is a sign that you're on the path to discover the nature of this emotion in all forms of expression: romantic, familial, unconditional, and spiritual. In every instance, there is another being involved. Love involves give and take between you and a significant other, a relative, a friend, an animal, or a spirit. This card assures you that love has come calling and seeks a partner in its dance. Know that you are cherished. Like a magnet, you're attracting love into your life. This is the time for harmonious, caring partnerships, okay? So if you're getting out of an old one that's got you stuck, let's come out of it. If you're kind of in a situation where you're having to go it alone or you're having to get away, let's seek the help that we need to. Remember that love is all around you. You just need to reach out for it sometimes. Okay, Gemini, rough reading. Know that I love you all, and we'll see you next time.